We need to talk about these Black Ops ports. Hey, it's been a minute. A really long minute, actually. Almost a year. How you been? I come out of resting to complain, which honestly is a very fitting way for me to come out of a long, deep slumber, is to just bitch about something. But rest assured, there is definitely something worth bitching about. It's these Black Ops ports. What the fuck? Talk about disappointing. This was like a semi at best. And Activision had the easiest layup opportunity imaginable with these releases, and they still fumbled the bag. And I will explain. That's actually why I'm here. To explain why I'm bitching. Alright, now let me explain myself a bit. Thank you. These are some weak-ass ports. They clock in around 1080p 60 FPS on both the PS4 and PS5. These games have two separate editions, and there's nothing different or special about the PS5 version over the PS4 version. They're the same game. So why they have two separate versions beats me. Again, very disappointing. No 4K. Like, even the PS4 Pro could handle a 4K Black Ops 2. So, like, why there isn't at least 1440p on PS4 Pro and 4K on PS5 is just baffling. I wasn't expecting a full-on remaster. I know there's a lot of people out there that want one, but honestly, I'm of the camp that believe that these games don't need one. They just need some TLC. They need some touch-ups. They need some patches. They need dedicated servers. They just need a little bit of love. And updating some of your textures, boosting the resolution to 4K, including the DLC, which isn't included in this release, by the way. Just things like that could have made the definitive Black Ops 1 and 2 experience. And some may still argue that these versions are. I argue that they're not. I think they're a great way to play these games if this is your only option. I mean, let's just say you only have a PS5 or PS4. Then yeah, great experience. But there's just something missing with these games. And it's just that extra level of love. I say great experience just because of the games that these are. They're still Black Ops 1 and 2. That said, these ports are kinda soul-crushing. So let's take a look at what's missing. And let's just start with the biggest thing right off the bat. It's wager matches in Black Ops 1. What were they thinking? Why would they get rid of it? Party games are an option, but not the wager matches, which was how these party games came to be, were through the wager match system. You see One in the Chamber, Sticks and Stones, Gun Game, all those games you would put a pool of money in before joining a lobby, and then the top 3 or whatever players would take a pool of that money, COD points, which is what COD points used to be. And then from there you would use the COD points and unlock stuff inside of the actual game. So like guns, shit like that, all of that would be unlocked through the COD point system. And winning wager matches would give you more COD points, which you would use to unlock in-game stuff outside of games. Now that's gone. Now you're stuck with just leveling up, and from there, playing games, etc., you'll earn COD points, which is just so inferior, especially considering that that's not how the original developers intended the system to be used, because wager matches were a thing in the original Black Ops releases. God damn it, why? It's just little stuff like that that's just so infuriating. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why would they do that? What was to prohibit people from wanting to gamble? As if that stopped them in the past before with supply drops and shit like that? Like what was the reason for the crime? I'm ranting, and that's okay. Let's move on. Another thing that's missing is theater mode across the board, Black Ops 1 and 2, and this one is upsetting. It's a little bit more understandable considering that theater mode, especially in Black Ops 2, it did cause a lot of hackers getting into the game and fucking with people in the public lobbies. It was a mess, and honestly, I would have preferred if they would have been able to fix this from the ground up. Again, a real solid bang up job of a port would have done it, but this is not that. So there's actually missing content, which is, again, just unfortunate and a shame and should absolutely not be the case. And now we're looking at the biggest failure of these ports, arguably. The DLC is not included. It is separate. It is 2026. These games are 16 and 14 years old, respectively. It is not 2010 or 2012 anymore, as much as we might want it to be. We just have to accept that together. So why the fuck is there a season pass? Oh my god. Why? Why would they do that? What? You want to just fucking get every dollar and cent out of us fuckers, don't you? But here's the thing. You don't, because you missed out on not one, but 2 other console platforms with the re-release like this. Yeah, I'm as a Xbox user, I would have bought this shit instantly. I ended up buying a PS4 Pro. There's also like Spider-Man and Uncharted games that I never got a chance to play before that I bought recently. So I have these ports. I wanted to try it. I said, fuck it, I'll do it. And it was on sale. Whatever. Anyways, you're missing out on 2 console markets, especially Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch absolutely can handle these ports, and Nintendo Switch 2, handling that in 4K, oh my god, that would be beautiful. And you're opening the avenue to millions of potential customers on 2 of the best games in your franchise, and they're exclusive to PlayStation? Why? What? If you're owned by Microsoft Activision, don't you remember? It's not 2016 anymore. Your exclusive agreement is gone. What are we doing? Oh my god. It's just so baffling to me, this release. The way Treyarch even revealed it in that tweet, which by the way is like the most liked post on their Twitter of all time, which is just hilarious. There's no excitement to it. There's nothing. It's just, hey, yeah, these games are coming to PlayStation next month, and it's developed by these guys. Thanks for the help, guys. Oh, and it's gonna be all the game modes. Peace out. And then we heard nothing until it just shadow dropped on a random Thursday in July. But that was weird, right? You think for a re-release like Black Ops 1 and 2, it would be handled with more care, more effort would have gone into it, dedicated servers, updated textures, DLC included. Maybe it could come in like a package deal if you got both of them for like $80 or whatever. Who gives a fuck if there's actual beautiful work put into these games? Ugh! And that's not to say that the developers didn't try their hardest. I'm sure they did. But this is all like executives that I'm like mostly mad at, because I don't think for a second that Iron Galaxy wouldn't have put more work into these games if they were given the opportunity to. I just think that Activision, Microsoft, they said, okay, shit this out right now. We need more money. Black Ops 7's doing really bad. It's just a shame, because this could have been marketed like throughout maybe late spring, getting people hyped up. First Call of Duty on a Nintendo platform since Ghosts on the Wii U. What the fuck? They could have gotten some hype going. They could have gotten, I don't know, maybe some YouTubers to advertise the game. Just a little bit of something nostalgic for people of that era, such as myself and many others, and even getting new players to come along. I mean, shit, you got 2 Call of Duty games that, you know, your older siblings have been ranting and raving about for years. You want to try it yourself? Fuck yeah, you do. And people would love it. I'm not saying that people on PlayStation don't love it. I know they do. I've seen people online who love these releases. It's bringing them back to their good old days, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. People enjoying this game have the right to. Fantastic. It's just so baffling to me that this just wasn't more to Activision, to Microsoft. And to limit these releases to PlayStation is just so weird in the year of 2026, when there's no exclusivity to PlayStation with Call of Duty anymore. Activision is owned by Microsoft, so like, why would they have a release that's not even coming out on Xbox, their own platform? Is weird. Yes, Black Ops 1 and 2 are backwards compatible, but I hopped on Black Ops 2 the other day on the Xbox Series X. I almost said 1X, my bad. And let's just see how that one turned out, shall we? Spoilers. There are hackers. Yeah, these games are fucking bugged as shit. This was my first game, and I'm fucking, there's colorful letters, I'm getting name botted across the fucking map with this guy jerking his dick off in the corner, just shooting away, and yeah, that's Black Ops 2 on the Xbox right now. It's bad. Yeah. Not to mention the resolution is also inferior. It's only running at about 680 something, 686p. It's not even 720p on over there, whereas PlayStation at least gets full 1080. Still not enough, but definitely better than 680. So yeah, the game's completely fucked on Xbox and PC, unless you have plutonium. Yeah, I've heard that 1,000 fucking times. Look, nothing beats proper first-party support. Nothing. And these games do not have proper first-party support on Xbox or PC. And that is a shame. It's just a shame, because I can imagine this going so differently. They re-release these games. There's actual work put into them on all platforms. You buy these games again, you get dedicated servers, DLCs included, and people are just having fun. People are having fun on the PlayStation ports. Again, don't get me wrong, but Microsoft, Activision, you are missing out on 3 platforms right now. You have the Switch, which hasn't had a Call of Duty game on it ever, and hasn't had a Call of Duty game on a Nintendo platform in over a decade. You have Xbox, which is hacked to shit, as we know, and PC as well, hacked to shit. These games are great. They deserve to be living healthy lives all these years later, across the board on all platforms. These games should come out everywhere. DLC should have been included. 4K textures should have been a given. And dedicated servers, also a given. Not peer-to-peer. But that's not what happened. We live in the real world, guys. Come on. This is just life. Come on. Yeah, that sucked. It sucks. But it's whatever. Hope everyone's having fun. I know I have been. But, yeah. Sorry, Xbox. Sorry, Xbox friends. PC users. Well, see you out there, I guess. Bye.